Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we decode the newest breakthroughs in medicine and science and show you how they just might change the future of healthcare. Before we begin, this video is for education and inspiration only. It's not medical advice. Be sure to consult a healthcare professional and double-check information with trusted sources. Today's episode is about one of the most jaw-dropping ideas in modern immunology, using CAR T-cell therapy, a cancer-fighting technology, to treat systemic lupus erythematosus, or SLE, a chronic autoimmune disease that affects millions worldwide. If you've ever heard of CAR T therapy, you probably know it from leukemia and lymphoma treatments, where patients' own T cells are modified to destroy cancer cells. But in lupus, we're not fighting cancer. We're targeting dysregulated B cells, which are key culprits in autoimmune attack. SLE is a complex disease where the immune system turns against the body, attacking joints, skin, kidneys, brain, and other organs. It's fueled largely by autoantibodies produced by overactive B cells. Despite decades of drug development, most lupus treatments only suppress the immune system. They don't reset it. But what if you could hit the reset button entirely? That's where CD19-directed CAR T cells come in, targeting B cells at the root of the problem, wiping them out, and allowing the immune system to rebuild from scratch. Back in 2022, a small but pivotal study from Germany treated 5 young adults with refractory SLE using CAR T cells. All 5 patients entered drug-free remission. Their symptoms resolved, autoantibodies disappeared, complement levels normalized, and perhaps most astonishing, they didn't need lupus medications afterward. Follow-up showed no flares for over a year. That's not just control, that's immune reprogramming. And now, in 2024, we're seeing the evolution of that idea. At ACR Convergence, researchers presented early data on CC97540, a next-generation CD19 CAR T therapy developed by Bristol Squibb. This new therapy uses the NextT manufacturing platform, which cuts down the cell production time, enhances T-cell potency, and optimizes their behavior, all with lower doses than traditional cancer CAR T. In the Phase 1 trial, patients with severe, drug-resistant lupus, especially with kidney involvement, received a single CAR T-cell infusion after a brief course of lymphodepleting chemotherapy. These patients had failed 5 to 8 prior treatments. The results? Truly remarkable. All 4 patients improved dramatically. SLEDAI scores dropped, proteinuria decreased, a huge win for lupus nephritis. Autoantibodies like anti-dsDNA disappeared, complement levels normalized, no new disease activity occurred, despite stopping all lupus medications. And get this, the B cells repopulated, but they came back as naive cells, not the destructive memory types that drive lupus. In one case, even after B cells returned, the patient remained in full remission. Side effects were minimal. One patient experienced mild cytokine release syndrome, which resolved in a day without medication. 3 had transient low blood counts from the lymphodepletion, expected with this kind of therapy. No serious adverse events, no neurotoxicity, no disease flares. What this study suggests, and what we've started to see across early trials, is that CAR T cells may not just manage lupus, but actually reset the immune system. This could represent a totally new era in rheumatology. One-time therapy, no chronic steroids or immunosuppressants, and potential long-term drug-free remission. And here's why it matters. SLE is more common in women and minorities, populations that are often underserved in healthcare. Treatment is typically lifelong, expensive, and comes with serious side effects. CAR T therapy, if proven safe and scalable, could democratize remission for patients with refractory disease. Of course, we're still in the early days. These are Phase 1 trials, but the potential is extraordinary. Lupus has long been considered unpredictable and incurable. This research is shaking that belief. If you're as fascinated by this as we are, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because we'll be following this story as it unfolds. Could CAR T cells be the future of autoimmunity? Would you try it if traditional therapy failed?